All right, shalom, shalom. First, I'm going to give out, let's go as praise due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors apostles, elders, and elder bishops as well. Peace to Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. I'm Brother Wild from GMS Detroit Bar Camp. And disclaimer, all right, fair use, fair use. I'm not getting paid off for this. This is for educational purposes only. All right, this is for educational purposes only. So let's go ahead and get to the lesson. All right. All right. This is about the motb, and I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip.
RFID is a technology that uses tiny computer chips the size of a grain of sand or even smaller, hooked up to miniature antennas to transmit information about items at a distance. Back in 1999, Procter & Gamble, Gillette, and MIT got together to find a way to commercialize this technology and make it small enough, make it efficient enough, and make it low cost enough to, essentially, their dream is to put one of these tiny computer chips on every physical item manufactured on planet Earth. The latest technology for identifying people at the point of sale, for identifying people when they make purchases, is actually the implantable chip that you can actually embed directly into human flesh. It's a tiny glass capsule about the size of a grain of rice. It contains an RFID computer chip with a coiled antenna, and it can transmit information also at a distance.
Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over.
Homeland Security folks, the Department of Defense, and others have expressed an interest in being able to more closely monitor the U.S. populace. And one way to do that, of course, would be being able to determine who buys what and where they take those things. Radio waves can travel through walls, they can travel through wood, they can travel through the things we normally rely on to protect our privacy. For example, your purse, your backpack, your pocket, anything you're wearing or carrying. Kraft Philadelphia cream cheese has been tagged with RFID and sold to consumers, as have Mach 3 razor products and other Gillette razor products, without the knowledge of the consumer. One of the tiny chips could actually even be the dot on the letter I on the back of the fine print on a package that you purchased. They were talking about having reader devices in every airport, on every bus, on every train, on every port, on every dock. One of the most worrisome applications of RFID are proposals to put them into cash, meaning that you would be able to track every banknote, where it had been, who it had been issued to, and create, in essence, an audit trail. That would essentially take away the anonymity of cash that we now enjoy today. The ATM machine itself, as the money came through the roller device, would be reading each number, and they would know who you are because, of course, you identify yourself at the bank before you take money out. And down the road, when you go to pay at a major retailer, it would also be possible for them, as they're putting the money into the cash drawer, to simply feed it through a little reader device. It would go in, it would tag that number and transfer possession from Aaron Russo, say, to Walmart. Once everything you do is tied down to a single number and there is no longer the ability to pay with cash, then all it takes to render you a non-citizen is to simply turn that chip off. You will no longer be able to really participate in any function in society, including buy food.
So through the implementation of the Federal Reserve System, the American citizen has gone from being a private individual who had real money, gold, in his possession that was private, to a citizen who has no privacy because all money is now being digitized. They can deduct whatever amount of money they want out of your digits whenever they want. They can trace you whenever they want. You'll be at their mercy. God forbid we allow this to happen in America.
This is absolutely Orwellian. I mean, it's talking about Big Brother looking over your shoulder at absolutely everything you do, every purchase you make, every place you go, every company you interact with. All of that would be reported back potentially to the government.
So yeah, there you go. That's why I wanted to show. So let me grab scriptures. All right. Revelation 12 verses 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, For the devil is coming down onto you, having great wrath, because he knowingly that he have but a short time. All right, short time to rule over you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and you Native Americans. All right. So let me go ahead, get to the next one. All right. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he chose all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, all right, to receive a mark in thy right hand or in thy foreheads, and that no man may buy, sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is a number of a man, and his number is 300 square and 6. 3 square and 6. All right. So, hey, it was prophesied. We told you that, it was gonna come a time. Hey, we was gonna tell you all these things was gonna happen. Okay. So, and all hell was real close to breaking loose. So let me read this. Amos chapter 8, verses 11 and 12. Behold, the days come, said the Lord that Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, not a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro, seek the word of the Lord, and they shall not find it. So it's gonna be too late to ask for the name. It's gonna be too late to give you instructions, because we're not gonna be out there when all hell break out loose. All right. So yeah, we told you. So matter of fact, grab something. At last for that, Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even of the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So yeah, the elect is gonna not take the motb. All right, the elect is gonna get sealed and get on the chariot, while the 2/3 ain't gonna make it. All right, on this side. All right, they'll have to come back through the loins of the elect in the kingdom. They'll be in their right mind then. So, pretty much, that's what's gonna have to happen. But with that, want to give all this glory and praise due to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash, double honors, apostles and elders bishops as well. Peace to Akim that's doing his work on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.